Welcome back to Mastering Rogue Legacy with Brian. And today we have a Spellsword with ADHD, who is currently gaining back 6 hit points for each kill, and as a Spellsword, each time we hit guys, he is going to gain back some mana, and so that's great. He's got a chakram. We can cast an empowered version. I have my dash, I have my sky rune, I've got my vampirism, and the goal for this character, you may recall in the previous episode, we had a Lich Queen who did some work, who managed to basically, destroy the last 2 bosses. And so for the first time that door is open, so we could go visit the final boss, but that's not what I want to do. What I want to do with this character is I want to rack up some gold, and I want to try to get the rest of the runes. I forgot to go and count. I know we counted at the end of the last episode. I think there's maybe 6 more runes left to get. And so I would like to get those, and I would like to purchase lots of equipment. Ideally not purchase any stat upgrades, and just start purchasing all the equipment that I don't have. We're at level 116 right now. And yeah, I don't know that I necessarily want to go any higher than that. Let's see, I'm a Spellsword, so I should start practicing using my spells. And I should also consider the fact that I have empowered spells that I could be using as well. But we will use the chakram to kill these guys who are way over here. Great. And I'm getting back, 22 magic points per swing on these guys. So yeah, magic is not going to be too much of a problem. We are going to be able to, kick a fair amount of butt without a whole lot of work in a lot of different regions here. But that'll be good, because it'll leave us with lots of hit points to go ahead and try out even some of the more dangerous fairy chest rooms. And, oops, yikes. And we still have plenty of vampirism to recover when we make foolish little mistakes like that. Alright, so I think the castle is going to be pretty straightforward. At this point, we've seen a number of characters get through the castle, the forest, without much problems. This guy will be the same, so I will make cuts and just bring you guys back in for the interesting bits. Alright, here's the first interesting bit. We have found a place to pray for assistance. Let's hope for something good. Herodotus' opal. Eventually, I do think in this playthrough, I will actually go for the... Alright, there's one of the runes, so I think there's 5 left. We'll go and actually try to defeat the 2nd tier bosses, which those opals unlock. But I'm not in a rush to do that. There'll be plenty of time to do that. I'd like to get through the first portion of this game, and probably New Game Plus, with this bloodline. And yeah, maybe after I've accomplished those goals, then, hey, here's another fairy chest room. Great. I know just how to do this one. Which is... Alright, from the edge that's like this, we go to the second one from the edge over here, and then we go all the way back across. We've seen this one a few times in the last few episodes, actually. And so I've come to know this one very well. Fairy chest. Sprint rune. And so now I think there's 4 runes left. This is assuming my original count is not incorrect, which it might very well be. We'll find out. Hopefully we'll find out this episode with this character. Ooh. Pray for assistance again. I'm going to go ahead and do it because I wouldn't mind getting something better. Charon's obol. The obals are not all that valuable. And that one just lets me keep any leftover money. That actually could be valuable. Well, I'm going to spend all my money. I think even if I get like 30,000 gold, I have enough runes and different equipment that I still haven't purchased. That I'll plan on spending all the money just to unlock all the equipment, even kind of like lower tier equipment that I don't know that I'm necessarily going to use. But it'd just be nice to kind of have it all. Alright, we should be finding our way down to the dungeon over here probably pretty soon. So we'll see if that ends up happening right here. No, it does not. Guess there's still further to go. And once again, I've not been using my spells very much. I don't really need them here in the castle because everybody in here is pretty easy. That's one of the things I actually want to do, is try equipping some curse runes and see how much tougher the castle gets. I think my characters would still be capable. We'll take a peek down into the dungeon. Sure, why not? We're at maximum everything. And if I do an empowered chakram, that will do some work on those guys. That's great. And then, oh boy! Yikes! Okay. It would be really nice if some of these spiky balls that are bouncing around would go ahead and die. Impale themselves in some walls. That'd be really helpful for me. We will get some... Darn it. Alright, some melee hits on this guy. Alright, let's... Oops. Darn it. Walked out of the room. Undid whatever damage I did to this guy. Let's go ahead and cast another one of those on him. It's a good way to get rid of him. Darn it. Oh, darn. So the good news is, I'm not actually taking that much damage, and so our armor capabilities have really gone through the roof. And some of these spiky balls are dying, because I see them getting hit points back. There we go. Okay, great. And so now... I can top my mana back off like that by killing a guy melee. Oh, darn it. Ah, go away. We'll cast an empowered spell against him. Okay, I'm down to 162 health. So long as I stay careful, I can probably take on another room of the dungeon. But if I get into any trouble, I will obviously back off. There is a spiky ball that's doing a lot of bouncing, so I'm hoping it will kill itself. Yeah, okay. And with this guy here too. Okay, spiky ball died, that's great. This is actually a more difficult room than I appreciated when I first walked into the dungeon. Okay, but now I think we have cleared it out. That is good, because apparently we're going to have to come back through here a few times. We're kind of coming in and out of the dungeon, as I expect we will. And I'm a Spellsword. Let's use the spell a little bit more. There we go. And finish this guy. Okay, great. 172, yeah, we're still okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cast an empowered chakram right there. Hit that guy once. Go ahead and finish this guy off. And then do that again. Great. I really love the chakram because of the fact that it goes all the way across the room, cutting through various enemies. Yeah, long-distance spells are the best spells in my opinion, because basically, yeah, spells are your main, ranged attack, if you will, in this game. And it's very nice to be able to hit enemies from afar, because there are plenty... Yikes. I see, that guy walked off of the ledge, and so he killed himself on the spikes below. Fair enough. That spike is coming right for me, so I'm just going to go ahead and exit the room, even though we left some gold in there. We can always go back to that room. Yeah, we'll have to go back through in order to find some other bits that we haven't seen yet. Let's see. I'm going to do this. Great. Doing a fair amount of magic damage. I will also go ahead and top off my mana once again by killing a guy with some melee hits. Yeah, and I think, as long as I don't do anything too foolish, I think I'll be able to survive in the dungeon just fine. And so I'm just going to take my time, do things right. This is another room that I need to just be careful. I've got ADHD, which is great because I love movement speed, but it can be a little bit scary sometimes when you're moving very quickly. Okay, this is definitely a place for the chakram. Empowered chakram is full of wind. Woohoo! Alright, Guard Box XL has been taken out. Let's go ahead and hit him to get some magic points back. And then cast another one of these chakrams that'll also hit the horse. Nope, I didn't get it low enough. Alright, we'll do another one of these, because I really don't like those horses. Dark Stallion is dead. I think that's everyone? That is everyone. Hooray! Where do I need to go next? It looks like back through that room on the right. Hit points are fine. Yeah, if we can manage to clear out a bunch of the dungeon first, without having to back off to easier areas. Oops! Let's not do foolish things like that. But yeah, basically if we can... Oh, man. Alright, I need to get out of the way of that spiky ball that is coming dashing across the room. Alright, we'll finish up that room later. Perhaps. Okay, I'm going to cast another non-empowered chakram. Yeah, just because I can get a bunch of hits on that guy. Yeah, basically what I was starting to say is if we can defeat the dungeon kind of first thing without having to back off and heal back up in the castle, then I have a great deal of confidence in our ability to equip some curse runes, which make all the monsters harder, and still have success. And the goal of the curse runes is not to make just the monsters harder, just for the fun of it, although it will be fun. But it is, of course, because they drop more money when they get harder. And yeah, that'll help me buy out the rest of the equipment after this character meets his end, which hopefully won't come for a while. Let's see. I'm just about at maximum hit points. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take some damage down here. Oh, there's a ledge over here to stand on. Great. I will stand here for a moment as I contemplate my next move. There we go. This guy's backed away. Boom! Hit him with an empowered chakram. He is dead. You're dead, sir. He didn't even see it coming. Probably because of that big helmet that he was wearing. Didn't have big enough eye holes. I don't really know what I'm saying right now. I've gotten into one of these way too frequent cases of words start coming out of Brian's mouth. I'm not sure always where they're coming from. It's like someone else has taken over my brain. Someone who doesn't know how to make words work in sentences. It can be hard to talk when you're playing this game. But our characters are getting pretty powerful, and so it's getting... Yikes! Okay. There's a second Gravisaur somewhere. Would it appear? Alright, that'll hit you once. So is there still a Gravisaur in this room? Oh, maybe I was wrong. Nice. Great. I really love a Spellsword with the chakram, especially... I like it early in the game. Okay, we said we're going to go for every fairy chest. This is a difficult one to go for, but I have ADHD, so I can move fast. I don't remember where it is that you get hung up in this room, but we'll just go for it. Right there. Good, but I think I did it. Yes! Nice. Siphon Rune, Helm, and so now I think there's 3 left? Maybe? Maybe. Great. Another case where the Sky Rune, I think, comes in really handy. And apparently we need to go up. And so up is where I will go. And I see that there is a plantite over there in the left-hand portion of this room, which I had previously missed or ignored, and I will continue to ignore him because he will be hard to advance upon. I guess I could cast a chakram at him, actually. Maybe at some point if I come back through this room with all of my maximum mana. Okay, let's see. I'm going to hit you like that. Nice. You I can finish off melee. Here comes another one of these guys. I'm going to hide around the corner. Yeah, so much of this is going to be straightforward now. With 6 points back per kill, I can afford to make a few mistakes, which is good, because I typically make a few mistakes. Speak of the devil. But yeah, it gives me enough buffer that I can recover from those mistakes. And so as a result, I expect we're just going to tear the whole place apart, because that's what we've been doing so far. Let's see, I'm recording this episode the same day that I recorded the previous one. I'm on a recording roll, getting a whole bunch of episodes recorded in one day. That's what I've been up to the last couple of days. And so hopefully that's going to put me way ahead, give me some buffer time, because I have a new series that I would like to start before I go away on vacation in, I guess what'll just be like in probably less than a couple of weeks at the time that this episode's going to air. And so, yeah, but basically kind of while I'm in the Rogue Legacy groove, like rather than start anything new, I've just been continuing to record kind of more and more of these episodes, because I do feel like I'm in a groove. I don't need that chicken legs, I'll just leave it behind. I do not like you. I do not like you one bit. Can I hit you enough? Yeah, it's okay, hit. Alright. But yeah, while I'm in the groove, just trying to record as many of these as I can. Apologies, of course, for the fact that basically with all of my Rogue Legacy episodes for quite a while now. Alright, we need to do some better things here. I need to heal back up a bit because I would like to fight Halphus and Bareth that we saw in the previous room. So let's see if I can kill this. Darn it. This guy melee. Alright, we're going to have to back off probably a little bit here. I had a sequence of a few mistakes. Well, I might be able to recover in this room because that will kill a bunch of guys. And one more empowered chakram will hit even more guys in this room. So let's do that. Great. That gives me a bunch of hit points back. And presumably the confidence to finish these guys off melee. Alright, jump up at me, you crazy blue bite, Blubosaurus Rex, whatever you are. I guess you're a blue bite. Blubosaurus Rex, I think, is only in New Game Plus. Oh! Okay. Okay, oops, darn it. I thought I was standing in the void where that guy could shoot, and I was not. The good news is, magic points are back up to full, again. And hit points are almost back up to full. So if I make a few more successful stabs at enemies, we might be back up to ready to take on Halphus and Bareth, because I'll probably get a good piece of equipment from fighting them. I want to see if I could just top out my hit points here. Actually, oh crap. Alright, wasted some mana there. Let's do that. Darn it. Alright, that guy's dead. Yikes. That guy's dead. Hey, Imperial Bracers. Ooh, that's a new piece of equipment that I definitely want. We haven't found the boss room in the dungeon yet, have we? Oh, I see. There is still a direction that we haven't gone in the dungeon. It's kind of an odd-shaped dungeon, the way that it's kind of hugging the bottom of the castle going to the right. I can't remember if I just said it or got broken up. Distracted by the game in mid-thought. But yeah, I usually... Previously, when I've done this series, I have tried to just record episodes each day so that I can actually kind of like respond to comments and when people have advice about, you know, equipment that I should buy and different things, like actually be able to react to it. Flame Barrier is actually not as bad of a spell as I used to think. I've seen some people... Sky Sword, nice. Do some amazing things with the Spellsword with Flame Barrier. I think I am going to stick with the chakram for now. Alright, so we got another healing statue we can fall back to. Defeat all enemies. This is just the room for a Spellsword with the chakram. Alright, so what level are they at? They're at that level. So I don't think a non-empowered spell will be enough, but a second one will be. Okay. Great. Those guys are dead, and now we're down to 2 runes remaining that I think I need to get. So we are chugging through the runes, which was goal number 1. So that is super terrific. And we're doing so in the dungeon, and so there's going to be just kind of easier areas left over. Yeah, I have great confidence with how the rest of this guy's run is going to go, assuming I don't screw it all up right here. Need to get rid of this guy. Okay, now that you're gone, I'm less worried about the... Are you Rage? Yeah, Rage. Less worried about the Rage. Because they move very slowly. And then I've got all my hit points right now, so I'm going to go ahead and cast a chakram at that other Ninpo, who's over to the left. Gonna soften him up. Oh, there is a Zomboner here too. Darn it. Alright, gonna take some damage there. Actually, I'm down to 100 hit points. Let's be careful. Yeah, I probably need to go teleport and eat some healing statues. Let's do that. Let's be smart. I elected to use exploring through the castle as my preferred method of healing up, and so as a result I found the forest entrance. But with maximum hit points, let's go take a shot at Halphus and Bareth. Let's try hard to do things well here. Oh, I'm in trouble. I need to dodge. Okay, I can still cast spells, and so I should be able to get this guy from over here. Okay, took a bunch of damage, but we managed to do it. And we were rewarded with Retribution Bracers. Great. Okay, I'm going to go back to easier areas to heal up once again. But that was good. I accomplished a goal. Here is a great room for a chakram. I love just long hallways. Just like fire it down the wall and hit everybody. Finish off the stragglers. Yeah, the forest is a nice place right now. Should I do this now or later? Yeah, let's go ahead and just take our shot now. And this time I'll go back to my usual tactic of picking the first box. Alright, it didn't work out. Silly cheapskate elf. Always trying to steal my money. Maybe next time I will get lucky. But just continuing to get back up to maximum health, and we'll go try to finish out the dungeon. Fairy chest, take no damage. Yep. Oh, I don't know how I failed to trigger the sky rune there. I'm fairly certain that I hit the correct button. But I guess I didn't. Alright, unfortunately, that was kind of our first failure of the run. But what can you say? Things happen. We will continue forward. We will soldier on, like the brave Spellsword that we are, and go try to find the remaining runes. I'm at maximum health, and I just found the entrance to the Maya. So let's explore a little bit of that together. For some variety. Nice. Man, I love the chakram. I love being able to hit enemies that I didn't even know were in the room already. And I love having basically a limitless mana pool with this particular character. Okay, so there is a Worgen below me who I'm going to struggle to not take damage from. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, he's farther below. Okay, great. In that case, let's go ahead and take you out. Alright, he's down on that level. Can I get him to run back over towards me? Okay, yeah. So now you stay over there. That's great. That's great. You stay right there. Nice. Okay, so he's down. And this guy's down. Great. Oh, yeah. Like, I can afford to take some damage, but at the same time, if I can do it without taking any damage, like, I'm even happier. So, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. But I'm not going to clap my hands right now because they are currently occupied holding the controller, which is very important in a controller-based video game. Yes. I can't remember. I don't think I ever tried playing this game with the keyboard. I cannot imagine that I'd be very good at it. In general, Spelunky, this game, and all these type of... Okay, we're not going to screw this one up this time. So I'm going to... Actually, I won't even use the dash. I'll just use the double jump. Or sky rune. Okay, Vault Rune Sword. I think we're down to 1 rune left. I've already lost count. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 1. So hopefully we'll find it. And can I do this? Yep. Alright. Took a little bit of damage. But we killed a bunch of guys, and so I've already healed back up thanks to vampirism. Hooray! Oh, I should have timed that better so that that spiky ball would have died inside the wall. Are there any other enemies in this room? I don't think there are. No. So we'll just continue to explore. Ooh! This will be an interesting room. What is the strategy here? I'm going to choose this strategy. I don't know if it's a good one or not. Basically, get up there and cast an Empowered Chakram to hit all of those things. And then just kind of try to run around and stay alive afterwards. Yeah, we've got so much armor, and we get 6 hit points back for each of those kills that we were able to tank a little bit of damage there. I didn't say how low my hit points ever got kind of in the middle of the battle. But that was great. Yes, there are many strategies available to us now that we have a sufficiently large hit point pool that we can afford to tank a little damage kind of on the way to gaining it all back. And I think one of the coins like just fell all the way down through the room and like out of the room rather than just hitting the ground in the bottom platform. I could be imagining that, but I really thought I saw one of the gold coins disappear. Let's see. More of the Maya in many directions. I don't love that spiky ballroom. Oh, hey, Bodus. Okay, this is another mini-boss who might give us a stat upgrade, so let's definitely fight him. Happy to use a little bit of mana, because then I can go and get the mana back by hitting him with the sword. Okay, his third charge only goes like halfway across the room or something. Whoa, boy. Alright, now we can finish him off melee. Great. Alright, so what's going to be in the box? It is indeed a stat upgrade. Magic point increase +5. Fantastic. And now we still have to go to the left, so let's just be careful as we go through this room and not take stupid damage. Yay. Alright, ooh, hello. That's another place where the sky rune is better than a double jump, because you can just kind of hover out of the way. And then over here, I can also hover out of the way. So yes, in case I haven't mentioned it every episode since I got the sky rune, Sky Rune is superior to the double jump. Get it, learn to use it. It is way better. It is a key to success in this game. One of Brian's strategic tips. Alright. And how long is this room? It's pretty big. I'm going to cast another chakram through here, just because I expect that that's going to kill, yeah, I think 3 more enemies. So I think that is worth it. And Spiky Ball has just died of its own volition. Not that Spiky Balls necessarily have volition. I guess just like died due to game physics or something might be a better thing to say. I don't know. I don't know that you can say any of the enemies have volition per se, though. I think I talked about this in a previous episode. Have I gotten to the point where I'm repeating myself? Have I run out of things to commentate on in Rogue Legacy? Let's hope not. This is one of the rooms that's kind of a nemesis of mine. This combination, yes, of turrets and the Spiky Ball definitely are not Brian friendly. Is there anything in this room? There is at least an exit. And what's up here? Nothing. Okay. A dwarf hole tunnel, I see. So if you're a dwarf, you can kind of skip past by going through over here. Get to the other side of the room. Take no damage fairy chest. Okay, hey. Let's just kind of casually go up here. I don't remember the layout of this room. Okay, I think it'll be easier to do from the left. It looks, well, I should be able to do that. Yes, and then just fly up to the top, because once again, we have a Sky Rune. And again, the Sky Rune also, all of your like hovering and floating and all that kind of stuff stacks with whatever movement speed bonuses you have. And so if you're Hokage or you have haste or anything along those lines, then when you are doing your little float, fly, levitation thing with the Sky Rune, you will go very fast, which means you can fly very high, which means you can get up to very high places like we just did in order to get that rune, which might have been the last rune. And so maybe next time we get a rune, okay, let's go ahead and take out the guard box. An empowered chakram. And then let's try to get this guy to come, oh, darn it. That was foolish. Try to get him to come back towards me so I can get some mana back. And are there any other enemies in this room? There are not. Hooray. Yeah, alright, so the Maya's no problem for this character. It would appear. Provided Brian doesn't lose his brains and do something completely foolish. But I think at this point it's unlikely. I'm awake, I'm fresh, I'm ready to kick some butt. I think this might be our first full clear of everything. Like, absolutely everything. There's still some more of the dungeon that I'll need to take on, and that's probably the biggest risk for any type of failure. But even any difficult rooms where I was going to take damage and skip, like, I'll even try to go back to those. Because I think we'll be able to clear out everything. And then I guess, like, should I take on Johannes? Like, I'm pretty sure I'll still die to him because he's a very powerful boss. But I guess I'll take him on. I kind of don't want to. I kind of just want to die and buy up all the equipment that I've been gaining the gold to get. We'll worry about that later. For now, let's focus on clearing out the rest of the Maya. Here is the boss. Great. More money. Hey, it's a carnival. And this is the one that you can cheat on, right? This is the one with the axes, yes. So I'm going to cheat by throwing one extra axe before you enter the room and before it starts your count to 5. Because I find this very hard to do otherwise. It's definitely doable. It's more doable. Oh man, I'm still gonna fail at it. Yuck! 83! I wasn't even close! I'm not great at these carnival games. Yeah, let's pretend that never happened. You didn't see any of that. You didn't see me cheating. You didn't see me still losing despite cheating. You didn't see any of that. You'd had your eyes closed. You'd gone away. You had stepped out to go refresh your glass of water that you were sipping while you were watching some YouTube videos. Yeah, we'll just imagine that all of that is true. I'm just going to go ahead and kill you like that. Because I'm a Spellsword, and that's what I should be doing. You, however... Oh, I thought I was going to be able to fly down to the perfect height and hit him just as he was first going down. Didn't work out that way. But I'm learning. I definitely love characters with ADHD. I should definitely consider equipping haste runes more often. Because they're basically, I think, the same thing. I think both give like a 30% speed bonus. And so I think if you had like a haste rune and ADHD, you'd get a 60% speed bonus. And if you're also Hokage, it'd be like a 90% movement speed bonus, and you'd be moving so fast you wouldn't be able to keep up with your character or something ridiculous. I might try that just like in the training area. Just equipping like all haste runes and just like seeing how fast he moves. Okay, I believe we've cleared the entire Maya. So I'm gonna head back to the dungeon. And since I have a teleporter right here, I will keep you with me for that. And let's see, what part of the dungeon have we not yet cleared? They're still down and to the right. And did we ever take on Halvis and Bareth? Yes. I came close to death, but we managed to take them on and got like retribution bracers or something. I don't remember if there were any enemies over here. There's not. There's furniture, so that's a little bit of gold. And here are rooms we've not yet explored. Darn it, I just wasted a gold coin by exiting the room before picking it up. But I saw an Ison coming towards me and I got scared. I think I'll do this. Great. Aw, man, I didn't hover quite long enough. Yikes, okay. Oh, and there's another guy over here. Okay, we're gonna cast chakrams at all of you. I will do that again. I see the Ison, who's gonna be shooting up through the floor. Let's be careful of that. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll hit the Ison once to soften him up. Then we can use some melee. Oh boy, that was close. Yeah, no problem. Look at this. Boom. I'm at maximum everything. How does it feel, Corrupt's Vanguard? Be fighting a guy who's at maximum everything. And by everything, I mean hit points and magic points. Obviously, by no means oops, level, and a number of other long-term upgrades. But yeah, I neglected to go and see what level character I was at when I defeated the final boss in my previous playthrough. I'm hoping that I will do this one, Imperial Helm. We're getting a lot of Imperial gear, which is great. I'm hoping with this character, sorry, with this kind of bloodline, with this playthrough, I will be defeating the boss at a lower level, and also with fewer generations of characters, because I think those are the things that imply that I've become, I don't know, better, more skillful at the game. And so that's one of the kind of goals I had for myself with this playthrough. Also just continuing to learn more, really trying to turn it from playing and enjoying the game to trying to get to kind of a level of mastery where I'm really taking advantage of all the capabilities of the different character classes and things, and obviously I still have a ways to go there. We saw in a episode not too long ago where I had a paladin and I was still failing to block. Let's see, have we cleared out the entire dungeon? I think we cleared out the entire dungeon. Whoa! Alright, I'll go finish off the castle in the forest. Yeah. Pretty happy with how this has all gone. Did I ever finish this room? Right, that was just a dead end. Alright, I feel like there was one room of the dungeon, maybe, where there was a hard enemy that I left behind. Fairy chest, defeat all enemies. Do you think I'll be able to? Man, I got pretty lucky with the fact that these have all been chakram rooms. Nice. Yes, and I was correct. We have finished off all of the runes, and now we start getting stat upgrades. So armor increase +2, and the stat upgrades don't increase your character's level, which means we will continue to have enemies that are still just kind of gauged around a level 116 character, but our stats will start going up. And so I think that'll be a good thing, basically to try to get a few of those extra stat upgrades before we begin New Game Plus, because New Game Plus actually does make things a fair bit harder, and so having some extra stats kind of in our back pocket will definitely be to our advantage. Alright, there's still more rooms in the forest. I'm going to continue clearing out the rest of the forest in the castle. I'll see you when I see you. Okay, I think I've cleared everything. There's a fairy chest on the right over there, which is the one that I failed at. But I think I've cleared everything else out. There might be enemies in 1 or 2 rooms that I neglected to clear, but I didn't manage to find them again. But the really amazing thing is, if I go teleport back to all the teleporter rooms, I didn't eat a single healing statue. So that means we did an entire clear of the entire castle, and we didn't have to rely on any healing items along the way. So I think we're in pretty good shape. I won't bother teleporting to all of them. And so let's go ahead and take a shot at Johannes. What the heck? Yeah, the worst thing that happens is we beat him and we get into New Game Plus too early. Oh, right, and this is my first time through. And so, as you head towards the final boss, you go back through the original training room, which you may or may not recognize from the... I guess I didn't do the intro tutorial in this playthrough. And so, if you didn't watch my previous playthrough of Rogue Legacy, you might not recognize this room. Ooh, and I just took some damage as well. That was foolish. Maybe we'll find a chicken leg in some of the furniture in one of these areas to heal back up. Let's see. Yeah, but I do think that Johannes will be difficult. I probably have a shot at him if I manage to clear everything else just that well. But I won't be able to... Well, I've got an empowered chakram. It's a good spell. Can hit him a few times in a row. There's my chicken leg to heal back up, so that's nice. And darn it, I have to read the journal entry. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. The writing in this game is not any good. Johannes, the legendary knight, is who we must fight. And so we will do such things as these. Yeah. The king was a bad guy. You're the good guy. Whatever. Okay, this guy is no joke. Let's hit him with a few chakrams. Yikes! Let's try to avoid his attacks. I should just be casting chakrams all over the place is what I should be doing, because I'm going to have basically a limitless supply of mana as I hit him in the face with my sword. As well as I pick up things like this. And I've got good movement speed to dodge him. Whoop! Darn it. And I don't have any death defy. Okay, well that's kind of good. Because now I get to spend all my money and buy all my runes and all kinds of things. And then take another character through to gain a bit more money. And then really try to take on Johannes. So let's see. Do we like any of these three? A Barbarian King with Eidetic Memory is definitely not a bad character. That Spellsword is also not a bad character. Which of these two do I want to do? I was kind of enjoying being the Spellsword, and an axe is a pretty good weapon. Let's do another Spellsword. That'll be fun. Alright, we're going to try not to purchase stat upgrades, although I may need to purchase some equip up, because we got new equipment that I may want. Sky Sword does more damage, so I want it. So I'm going to buy it, and I'll purchase an equip up. So that'll be one stat upgrade. So that I can actually equip that sword. Great. Over here, Imperial Helm is way better. So I'm going to purchase it, even though that requires some more equip ups. So I'll purchase a couple more of these, so that we have enough weight to actually put on this big fat helmet, apparently. And we've already got an Imperial chestplate. Imperial limbs are less armor, more magic. Yeah, I could live without those for the moment. Wearing them, at least. I might still buy them. Alright. And we didn't get any other capes. Okay, great. And then let's check out some runes. I would like to buy a curse rune in one of my more flexible spots where we have a bunch of different runes available. This is a good one. So I'm going to buy a curse rune over here. And I guess I will equip that. I can equip the dash in a different slot. I will take a little less vampirism, because I think 4 vampirism should still be enough to keep us alive now that we have more armor. And do I also want to swap out any other runes? A haste rune could be good. But then, what would I swap out? Ooh, I've got 2 dash runes going on. Hold on, I screwed something up. Why do I have 2 dash runes? because one of them should be a vampire rune. Okay, so we've got the dash. We've got the sky rune. We've got 2 bits of vampirism. We've got a curse, which will bring more difficult enemies. And then, yeah, let's start buying some other expensive equipment that I might want to wear in the future. Such as, this might be good for an archmage, for example. And it's an expensive piece of equipment, so we'll unlock it. Retribution limbs, 50% damage return. May also be interesting. But I don't want to wear them right now. And what's another good piece of equipment? Sky chest is simply never as good as the Imperial chest. So unless I wanted less weight, there'd be no reason to equip that particular piece of equipment. Retribution cape is a whole lot less armor as well. And so I think I'll buy a few more runes, just to have more flexibility with my runes. Let's also buy some grace runes. Like I bought a curse rune. Let's buy a grace rune, but not equip it. So that when we get into New Game Plus, if we want to, we could always make the enemies easier if necessary. And in whatever spot where I have vampirism, I'm going to buy another balance rune so that I have the flexibility to get some mana back as well as get some life back. And with 821 gold, probably the only thing I can do now is buy some cheapo equipment. So yeah, we'll buy the silver helm, and I'm pretty sure that's all we can buy. Alright, so that is good. We will do another run where hopefully we will earn tons of money. I'm still second-guessing myself of whether I should equip a haste rune. But yeah, we'll figure that out for next time. I hope, as always, you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon as we continue more of Mastering Rogue Legacy. Bye-bye.